Howdy, folks. I'm Brian,
I'm Amber.
and here's some Reddit. Our first letter is titled, Am I a jerk for flipping out on my fiance for canceling all the vegan food options from our wedding food menu behind my back? Do we actually have to read to know that you're not the jerk? My fiance, a 31-year-old male, and I, a 25-year-old female, are getting married soon. There wasn't much to disagree on during the wedding planning except for food. Me and my family are vegans, and there are so many reasons why we chose this lifestyle, and one of them being that we have a history of health issues. Well, my fiance and his family are the complete opposite. They're hardcore meat eaters, which is fine by me, obviously. However, when deciding the food menu options, I wanted to add 4 or 5 vegan options. My fiance and his mom objected, saying it was a waste of money over food that isn't even real. They also argued that this would be offensive for their guests and suggested my vegan options just be the good old salad and appetizers. His mom wanted cupcakes. I said no. For one, it's me and my family who's paying, and two, I want to make my guests feel welcome and not treated like second-class citizens by being served salad. My fiance made a face and said, "Isn't that what vegans eat?" I refused to argue about it and said it was final. How does he not know what his own fiance eats? The other day, I found out that he had canceled all of the vegan options and took them off the menu completely behind my back. I was seething. I called him at work, but he kept hanging up on me. I went straight to his workplace and confronted him there and just flipped out on him. He was stunned to see me. He at first said that it was his mom's idea and then told me to go home because I was making a scene at his office. The fight continued at home, and he defended himself by saying that I sort of made him resort to this after I kept brushing off his thoughts and input and refusing to accommodate his family. But there were plenty of meat options. Why can't I get 4 or 5 vegan options when I'm paying for it? He yelled that it was his wedding too, not my family's. My family said it was fine and they'll figure it out and told me just to let it go, but I refused. Am I the jerk for putting my foot down on this? Update. So his mom messaged me earlier to try and get me to listen to what she had to say after I kept ignoring her phone calls. She sent a long wall of text just to address what I did at her son's workplace, calling it all kinds of stuff from immature to unhinged. She then went on to explain how she's noticed that me and my family kept acting dismissive of her son's input and contributions to the wedding. She said that she noticed that my behavior towards him and her entire family and wanted to speak up earlier, but didn't and tried to keep the peace. She then went on to address the food menu issue and denied her involvement in the cancellation of the vegan options, but that didn't mean she didn't support her son's decision. Moreover, she thought it was so responsible of him to make that move because of my continual refusal to see how this is just a waste of money. She also pointed out how I kept saying I paid for it and said technically this isn't just my money, it's mine and his because we're getting married, and she suggested that I wisen up and get rid of my money I paid for it mentality. She finally mentioned how bad this whole situation is making me look, and that she and her son have already offered numerous compromises that I chose to brush off and decided to make it my weird hill to die on. She said that not only is her son upset by this, but also the family are as well after hearing about it, and suggested I just agree on their compromise and be done with it. This made me mad beyond belief, and I responded by letting her know that I'm still standing my ground on this even if I have to call the whole wedding off, because honestly, this is just ridiculous. It is. My mom and dad don't even know what to say anymore. Apparently, my fiance saw my response to her. He's with her, and now he's trying to call me, but right now I'm waiting on him to get home and see if he's still insisting on that stance that he took. I'll update if there's anything worth adding after we talk. All right, folks, what do you think, jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk, but don't marry him.
Yeah, this is a immediate red flag. I think, OP, that this shows a fundamental incompatibility in your relationship. He is going beyond just compromises. Like, their idea of compromise is feed your family salads.
And as someone who went to restaurants in the 2000s when salad was the only vegetarian option, like, no, that is not sufficient nutrition for people. Well, and the irony is, like, vegan food can feed meat eaters too.
Yeah,
But they literally want to cancel everything that you and your guests can eat at your own wedding.
yeah. I think it's just a shame. It seems like you folks aren't going to see eye to eye. They've already canceled one part of this. You may as well cancel the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, take care and good luck. Not the jerk, and for the love of God, don't marry this man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my knees begging her to see the giant red flags. Alright, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this Saturday morning special. I hope you also have a beverage of choice of some form or another. I have coffee, Amber has water, and we hope that you're all having a great day, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.